Alright, y'all. I just wanted to get on here right quick to, talk about something right quick. And I'm talking seriously, right quick. Most of my videos is like 15 minutes or longer. Um, but I just want to get on here and just say something real quick about narcissism. I can't stand talking about that, to be quite honest, because it's so it's so. Come on, cat, you gotta move. You gotta move, baby. Come on, get down. I don't like talking about it a whole lot because, to be quite honest, like it's so overpopular. It's just so washed up, watered down, just like the narcissist, him or herself. But I just wanted to get on here and let you guys know that the the opposite, the polar opposite, like North Pole and South Pole, the polar opposite of narcissism has no label. Let me repeat that for the ones in back. The opposite, polar opposite of narcissism has no label. You can try to label it all you want, but still, it's just how it goes. Because then uh, you're gonna have to filter in what that label means and what that label means, and what's the category of this label? Okay, what does it entail? What's the summary? What's the synopsis? What's the study? What's the experiment? It's like then you just gotta go into explaining every single little detail that you can about it. And see, the reason why the opposite of narcissism has no label is because the Most High don't want to control you. Again, for the ones in the back, the Most High do not want to control you. Source. You don't have to say the Most High. You don't have to say Buddha. You don't have to call him Allah. Whatever. You don't have to give it. You don't have to get source no label either. But source is source, and there's only one source. That source has many names. Just as long as it's positive and it's by the book, then by the book, by its rules though, then that may very well so be source. The opposite of narcissism has no label because source does not want to control you. That's why you have free will. That's why life, living, and death, dying exists. You live for something and you die for something. That's the only purpose why you put here. You live for something and you die for something. I just wanted to get on here and let y'all know that. This narcissist bullshit is over. Like I said in one of my previous videos, is that, Lucifer, or whatever is opposite to source to you, and basically opposite source, we'll just call evil opposite source, okay? Because I can guarantee that there are plenty of names for, evil, for the evil one, Satan, devil, whatever you want to call him. But there are plenty of names for him as well, just as there are plenty of names for the higher source, the highest source. There's also plenty of names for the negative source, okay? So it has no label because the highest source does not want, because source, the highest source, does not want to control you. So because the the negative source, that's basically, what Lucifer is a narcissist. Like the little entities and stuff like that. Those are, just, little bits and pieces of what a narcissist can give you. A narcissist can make you depressed. A narcissist can make you lazy. A narcissist can make you suicidal. A narcissist can make you a drunk. A narcissist can give you addictions. Like, that's basically what the devil is. And see, narcissistic people is his favorite because that's exactly what he is, and that's all he is. That's all the devil is a narcissist. That's it. And there is, not exactly a positive source of narcissism. I mean, like, um, can it be used for good? Now, I know some of y'all probably not gonna be ready to hear this one, but it depends because there are plenty of people out there, more than likely, and I can guarantee, like 100% of chosen people were born from narcissistic families. That's what you call the black sheep. We were all the black sheep because we was the only one who wasn't trying to play God. We was opposite to everybody, all our brothers, sisters, cousins, uncles, aunties, mom, dad, second cousins, grandparents, and even kids. Sometimes your kids. It's like you just find yourself just as being opposite. You just find yourself being opposite. And they're just like, you're not like us. Why aren't you like us? And it's just for good reason. It's for good reason. You were made that way for a purpose because you don't have a fucking label. That's why you can get in and mesh with other people's energies so easily. It's because you don't have a fucking label. But then when you find yourself, it's still possible for you to mesh with people's energies as well. Go ahead, get in. I love you too, get in. Get in. But it's still possible for you to mesh with other people's energies. You just basically, you have to siphon it. You can't just be giving your energy willy-nilly to everybody, like, how your narcissistic family wanted you to. But I can guarantee that 100% of us all chosens were born in narcissistic families, and we were all the black sheep. All of us was. All of us. And so we were basically the opposite because we don't have a label. So yeah, I guess like, I wouldn't even say that the opposite of narcissism is chosen. You know, I mean, you could say that, but at the same time, not everybody knows what chosen is, and now everybody wants to know what chosen is. So I would just say that the opposite of narcissism has no label because that's how we grew up. We didn't ever treat nobody some kind of way. We got along with the homeless person up the street, even bought them food sometimes. And they might have very well so been a grandiose narc, but we still bought them food and shit. Nowadays, it'd just be like, if you see a grandiose narc, fucking, like, um, on the street, homeless type deal, as far as your energy might go, you might, like, literally, I wouldn't say that this is evil either, because a grandiose narc, that means that you've just been doing devilish shit your whole life, and so you only deserve scraps. So you know what I would do, honestly, personally? I'd probably take an apple, and he'd see me walking, probably, or her, she'd see me walking up to them, and they're looking at everybody like, spare change for food, spare change for food, and they're fucking grandiose narc who got exactly what they deserved. They homeless somewhere, asking people for shit, and you know what I'm gonna do? you know, because they already been asking people for shit just so they can, you know, fuck them over. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be like, oh man, that narcissist, that grandiose narcissist is homeless and hungry. You know, okay, you know, I got this apple. Go ahead, give it to him. I eat it down to the core, and I'd be like, here you go. And you know what they probably do? Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And they bite off, you know, they probably even eat the whole core. They probably, some people do that. Some people eat the whole fucking fruit, you know. I guess I wouldn't say that that's kind of nasty, but at the same time, it's like, you know, I basically help the universe give them what they deserve. Because when you chosen, you can read people like a motherfucking book, like from 10 miles away. I would say, you know, that most of us, you know, like you know, have common gifts, but some of us, you know, we don't. Um, so like, you know, yeah, I eat an apple and I try to get pretty much all the white meat gone off the apple, you know, and just, you know, leave the little you know, the little skin hanging off at the top and the little skin hanging off at the bottom type deal. And I just give them the core to eat and be like, there you go. Maybe hopefully now you could you can gain a little bit of knowledge, you know, like maybe some way, somehow, that fucking apple is either gonna maybe give you what you deserve and become an apple tree in your fucking stomach, or it will basically, you know, like you don't even have to tell them nothing after that. You know, they will just basically understand just by you giving them the apple core. They will understand that um, this is what you deserve. They would understand that it's something that they deserve. And there won't be no other grandiose fucking way that they can try to look at it. No other way that they can be like, ha ha, you know, I got the apple core, you know, like some whatever fucking goes on in a narcissist's head. You know, I haven't been. I'm not gonna lie. If you've been a chosen one, if you're a chosen one, you were a narcissist at one point. You was, because everybody in the world pretty much is. You know, that's how, you know, like the system, you know, like the whole government global system runs things. They runs things as a narcissist because that's what the devil is, a narc. The grandiose of all grandiose narcissists. So it's like, so at one point you was a narcissist. You was. You did go through that phase. But that's the thing though, is that for us it was just a phase. And for these people it's been a lifetime. But for us children, it's narcissism is only a phase. It's only a phase. So it's like, you know, I used so like basically I don't know what goes on in Narc's mind because like, you know, I haven't been one for like a long ass time. The last time I can remember doing some narcissistic shit, I was probably like 19, 20, 18, 20, between 18 and 20. That's the last time I can remember doing some straight up narcissist shit. Literally. And you know, I had the potential to be a grandiose narc. Literally. I had the potential. I have the mindset, the intelligence to that could have landed me in a grandiose narc position. Not a vulnerable, you know, not a covert, but a grandiose. I do believe that that's the highest narcissism or whatever. But I basically, you know, like had the intelligence to do that, but I just didn't choose to do it. I didn't choose it because I've seen it happen my entire life, and I realized that I don't want to treat people like that. I don't. Nothing in me wants to. Can I be a walking fucking lesson? Yes, I can. Can I be karma in the flesh? Yes, I can. We all are. Us chosen, we all are walking lessons. We all are karma in the flesh and dharma. So I just wanted to get on here and talk real quick, you know, about, you know, what the opposite of narcissism is, because I know a lot of people right now, they're probably realizing that they might have some level of narcissism, but they don't exactly want to keep going with it, because like there's no devil energy to pull on anymore. There's none anymore. That's why it feels like the Twilight Zone in the world right now. It's not the Twilight Zone. It's just people waiting for more evil shit. And it ain't no more evil shit. It's just karma now, and that's not evil. Karma is not evil. It's basically what you put out is what you get back. It's just karma now. There is no more devil energy to pull on to be a fucking narc. There isn't. So basically, if you're out there and you're a narc and you're listening to me, whether you're vulnerable, covert, or grandiose, and you're listening to me, the only way for you to break that shit is to not only heal your fucking self, but also know what the opposite of not being a narcissist is. And what that is it doesn't have a label, meaning that the opposite of narcissism has no control. It has no control. Because the opposite of narcissism is basically source, the highest source. And what does the highest source do? That's the only way to heal from it. That's to do what the highest source do and mean it. Don't do it to the effects of being a narcissist later, or how do I get over on, spiritual people. Oh, I can gain this to get over on spiritual people. Oh, I can gain this to, get over and play God again. Oh, well, I can try to trick God again. You was never able to trick God. You never was. You was never able to trick God. Because most of y'all had karma your whole lives. Right? Mostly, not most, all the new narcs out there have had karma your entire life. And that's why you feel like that's a good reason to stay a narc. But what happens when narcissism don't work no more? That's what's happening ever since 2020. Narcissism stopped working. Because that was the year of the new era. So that's why your narky shit isn't working anymore. The devil isn't here to help you anymore. All you have is your demons. And they will destroy you. That's up to y'all if y'all want to change. I'm not saying go ahead and get this video to all your little narky friends and shit like that, all those idiots. No. Don't go out and let them find it on their own. That's how you know that a narc wants to change. Don't go share this video with your narky friends. Don't do that. Let them find it on their own. Let just like random viewers find my videos and stuff like that. Or like if you want to post my videos like to, well, it's not postable. I'm not going to lie. I don't want my shit to be posted all over the place. I want people to find me personally. I want them to come to my fucking channel, my YouTube address, my channel, and mean it. Because they'll be looking it up. They'll be looking it up. They will. If a narc wants to change, they'll look it up. And if they happen to come across my video, let them come across it that way. Don't go sending it to them or nothing. I don't want to be responsible for somebody, like wanting to do way too much to themselves. Because, like, it's the truth. I'm telling you, not a lot of people is going to be able to handle the fact that the opposite of narcissism has no label. Because that's all narcs want to do. They want to control. And something that doesn't have a label is something that they can't control. So do your friend a favor and let them find me on their own. Let them find me on their own. It's up to you. If you want to tell people about me, that's cool. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate the energetic love if you want to. But I'm just saying that don't force them to do it. Don't force them to do it because they already going through the worst karma they've ever been through in their life right now. There's so many narcissists right now in their last fucking threat. Really are. So I just wanted to get on here right quick talk about peace.